Hello model railroaders, John back with the 16 by 8 river layout. I'm going to show you how I make my rocks because I never can really find the ones I want. I just kind of made a little batch. I use these little Pringles containers. My wife buys me these for lunch for work, so I just keep the containers. Anyways, what I do is I take this, I buy aquarium rock. And you can buy rocks in grays or at a hardware store or garden store, things like that. But this stuff was super cheap. I got like 40 pounds for like $11. That'll last me a long time. This is good stuff. Now, the only thing is you can't use this direct. It's kind of marbly looking. So, and it's colored, well, pretty much not any ways I want it to be. So I just put it in a container and I mixed some paint in there. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to dump this out. So this has got to dry. So then I'll take this, I'm going to put some of this in here. Yeah, just do a small amount at a time. The biggest thing is mix, don't forget your mix that you use. You know, you write it down. I mean, I make the same thing all the time. You can kind of see it's kind of a brownish rock. It'll actually lighten up, so it'll be more of a brown tan. But that's what, if you watch my videos, you'll see my layout is that color. I take this, and you can use any colors. There's grays, whites, dark browns, light browns. I just take this. Sorry if I'm kind of missing. I'm trying to hold everything to the camera. Just put a little squirt in there. That's all you need. And it's a little dark for me. I did make something like that, but it was a little too dark. So I'm going to throw in some white. Just a splash of it. Just a little bit of white to offset it. It brings it, I can give it a little more than that. There. It makes it a little lighter. I don't want it so dark. And then just kind of shake it a little bit. Then I put this lid on it. And then really shake it in. You can kind of see what it's doing there. And just so you know, when I made different colors, I put them right inside the same thing. I'm not worried about the colors mixing. I mean, you can use a cup, anything, just to do this. And then by the way, you can see I poured on a piece of masonite. You put it on paper or something, it'll stick to it when it dries. And one other thing is, do not add any water to this at all, because it'll wash the paint off the rock. This stuff will dry on there really well. I think it's pretty well mixed now. Let's take a look inside there. I mean, you could stir it in too, right there with a stick, but I just don't. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, it stayed consistent. That's my flavor that I like to use. I kind of have enough. I made a whole bunch the other day. I made 3 colors, so I get a little variation. Yeah, this stuff kind of does stick inside the can. So, anyways, that's good enough. Yeah, I got a little white still. Not quite mixed in thoroughly. And I'm going to use this again. I'll just wipe it out and I'll use it again for another color when I'm ready to do that. So then you kind of just spread it out, let it kind of dry up a little bit. It's going to take overnight to dry really good, and they will be kind of stuck together a little bit, and you just break them up and you're ready to go. And that stuff, it'll hold that color. It's a great color for what I'm doing. It matches my hillsides and all my walls that I've made for my track and my mountains. So anyways, I just wanted to show you that because it's kind of something kind of nice and easy to do. That way you don't have to get all worried about, can I find the exact color of rock? Use the paint. It'll use latex paint, whatever you want. Just do not add water. So that's all I got. And I'm going to show, oh, by the way, I'll have some pictures at the end of this of the samples of the other colors I did make for my current layout. So just watch pictures at the end. Thanks for watching. One more thing, I did end up making some gray. That's going to be for my wall that's going to be underneath my highway. That's why I kind of thought I better make some gray anyways. But I did say I was going to show you the colors I made. I'm going to zoom in. This color here, I made a lot of that. That's what that is. And then I made a lightened version. I used 2 squirts of the white and then still the brown. And then I made just a all brown version with just a very light touch of white. I mean, just a dab, if anything. So anyways, that stuff works really well. And that's how I make the product for me. So just check it out. And it's a cheap way to do it. I mean, like I say, you can find any rock. You can use any rock that's even already painted. You could buy pea gravel and color it. Doesn't matter. Anything you can use. I mean, you can do the same thing with using plaster. Just let it dry and pound it and break it into pieces. It's the same thing. I don't want to take the time to do that. I just don't mind spending, $9 or 11 bucks, whatever, on a big bag of rock, and it'll last me forever. And then I can color it anytime. Color my terrain. So anyways, thanks for watching.